Hello, and welcome back to Skyrim. So last episode, we made a detour and delivered the white file to Norellian, and then I purchased some new spell tomes, which I studied overnight. And, yeah, so we're going to be heading to Mzulft today. But first and foremost, I did get this letter from a courier before starting the recording, so I'm going to read that really quickly. Long ago, my ancestors built a great hall on the mountainside north of Bilegulch Mine. They called it Hendraheim, a warrior's home that rivaled Sovngarde itself. As the last of my clan, I wish to bequeath this home to a true warrior. You are not Nord, yet I've heard your prowess in battle rivals that of our most legendary fighters. I ask you to prove it with your blade. I won't be proving it with a blade, but it seems like I've been noticed by the warrior types. So maybe I'm finally going to earn a little bit of respect. Interesting. We also got 2 perk points because we leveled up twice in my sleep. So I am going to, first and foremost, put one into mage armor. And secondly, I'm just looking at some of these perks as well. I mean, Philosopher's Stone would be a pretty good one because we just earn gold passively if we do that. Restoration Mastery 2 is probably a good idea because I just got a better restoration spell, so yeah, let's go with that. So now our fast healing costs less, heals more, and our stone flesh is also better. So let's check right now. Armor rating 0. This says 60 points, and we're getting 120. Perfect. So yes, it seems like we are pretty ready for Mzulft now. Which isn't too far away, thankfully. Morning.
So, you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
I mean, clearly it's gathered me the respect of some people who are not so phobic of magic. So we got to go up this road and past Kynes Grove, and then about halfway to Riften, I estimate, we have to veer off and get to the ruin. This will also be Morris's first Dwemer ruin. It's a pretty big one to be delving into, but then again, most Dwarven ruins are pretty big. Kynes Grove. They have an inn, and a garden, and a mine. Not much of a little settlement. I think this is also my first time during this save walking through this area. Wouldn't surprise me if it was. We hadn't even discovered Windhelm prior to last episode. Or I guess the episode before, because the episode before is when we arrived. Someone do something, somebody's shouting. Is something wrong? No, I'm not in combat. I don't know, maybe they're just drunk. Thought they saw something and then made a big deal out of it. Maybe they saw the wolf down the road and knew it was a menace and called out for somebody to take care of it. 2 cinematic kills in a row. we should be almost there now. So we got to keep our eyes open for Dwemer architecture, which Morris has been to Markarth before, so he knows what that looks like at least. Aha, speak of the devil. You know what's funny? I keep calling wolves menaces, and then I'm the one who's like instigating the fights and killing them immediately. So maybe to them I'm a menace, but I know that they will attack me if I don't deal with them first. Once again, proving that I'm a menace to them. Looks like this arch is on the verge of collapse. Ugh. Hopefully the inside of the ruin is more structurally sound, because it's now exposed to the elements. From what I hear, dwarves are quite the good were quite the good architects as well as craftsmen. So I do hope that their structures do hold up. I think I hear another crystal. I do. 2 of 3 for this perk. Already getting eerie vibes from this place. AKA dungeon music. That swiftly changes to cheerful music. Right. What's in here? Big locked door. Smaller locked door with a weaker lock. Some dwarven metal. Not very valuable and would be pretty heavy to carry a lot of them. So I'm not going to take those. Another apprentice lock. Ah. That seems like kind of a big security flaw, putting 2 weaker locks and then the big lock here. Somebody with a spell like me can just easily go around. Dwarven Battle Axe of Rage. Interesting. And a glowing crystal shard. Fascinating. I'm gonna have to find a way to identify that, because I'm not sure what that is. Of course, out of character, I do know what it is, but Morris doesn't. Right, and there was another dwarven structure, so I think the ruin proper will be out this way. Mzulft. Ah, that's a welcoming first sight.
Crystal. Gone.
Oh, he's alive.
Find. Paratus. Inoculary.
Well, not anymore. Also, yes, I'm going to be taking all of their robes as well, because they're somewhat valuable. Okay, that's not too long. The Council has become aware of the lack of progress in your group's efforts. They are particularly displeased to learn that your specifications for the focusing crystal were completely incorrect. The entire Binders conclave has worked tirelessly, and the Council is quite sure this new crystal will suit your needs. You are herewith entrusted with delivering the crystal to the site, completing your work, and delivering a full report to the Council with all possible haste. The Council trusts you will deliver the crystal to the Oculary personally, and that there will be no further complications. Alright. So there's some kind of crystal that they had to get re-specified. More robes and a scroll. There are going to be a lot of clothesless corpses throughout this ruin. When I'm done with it, apparently my first spell caught the attention of the spider. There we go. Oh, there's another. Good save. Saved me from getting jumped on by it. Definitely thankful for my better mage armor, I say as I don't actually know if I... Okay, I do have it applied. I was gonna feel real dumb if I didn't have it applied and I said that. Got some kind of trapped door right here. Alright, apologies for that little crash. So I had a mod called Brute Force installed, which allows you to break locks when you hit them, which obviously is not very relevant to Morris. And apparently that mod has an issue where if you hit a locked trap like that for a tension wire on a door or a chest, it just causes your game to crash. So I've removed it, and obviously it's fixed now. And the pipes were freaking out there. Should take those soul gems. Not that I have a way to fill them, but I can sell them. Circlet of Alteration. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I definitely kind of want more magic fortifying enchantments on my gear. I'm not going to wear that, though, because I have a magicka boosting circlet, and right now I'm using a pretty wide array of spells, and... Oh. Surge. And, actually Stoneflesh is pretty expensive. Let me just check real quick what kind of effect that will have. Okay. That gets pretty expensive, though, my Summon Skeleton. I guess it's not a huge difference there. Let's take a look at the actual numeric values, and I'll make a decision based on that. 78... I don't feel like doing the math, so I'm just going to put it on and check. 67. Yeah, it's not a huge difference. I think I'd rather have my flat magicka buff. I put on the right circlet, right? Yeah, I did. That's a nasty looking bug. Go get him, Magnus. Oh. Core's poison. Very, very deadly. So that's just a death sentence. Gotta be more careful. This time I would like it if it used its projectile poison on Magnus. Or I could just do that and drain its magicka, because... Okay, is it coming after me, apparently? Yes, as I was trying to say before it jumped in my face, if you drain its magicka, it can't spit at you. Because that does actually cost magicka. That's why those have magicka pools. So if you didn't know that, now you do. I believe there are more Cori up here. That shot out of its back. Did you see that? That clearly shot out of its back. Although, watch, I'm going to rewatch the footage later and see that didn't in fact shoot out of its back. And I will feel real dumb No, it is facing away from me. Okay. Get another skeleton. Dodged. Come on. I missed. Okay. Well, we managed to survive that. That first death was still a bit BS because its back was facing me. Dwarven's fears are nasty, so I'm gonna let Magnus, or not. I was gonna say let Magnus draw its attention, but okay. He did after all. That's good. Good work being a distraction. Okay, yeah, that's everything. I'm just gonna put you out of your misery because you're almost dead. Our destruction is definitely getting up there. We can almost start to find adept level spells in for all this inventory. And I already have an idea which adept destruction spell I'm going for, and hint, it's one for my spell mod, which I've shown off on the channel before. Because I rather like that one. Partially because of the visuals, which I made myself. But I digress. You'll see which one I'm talking about if you haven't already figured it out. I got another surge there. I think I got regeneration. Yeah. I wasn't hurt though, so kind of useless. Okay, get him, Magnus. Always good when your summons act as distractions. Did not want to pick up those bolts. Sometimes when you're using quick loot and you scroll down in an inventory that you're trying to loot after you freshly kill it, your scroll bar thingy will jump right back to the top, and that's what happened there. What do we have down here? Another adept lock that I can't get open with my spell. It's kind of dark in here. In fact, I'm not trying to be sneaky, so I'll just throw on a candlelight for you viewers at home. Dwarven sphere up ahead. Let's let it cross and have Magnus deal with it. Or it can... Okay, no, it did get... Sorry, I meant Magnus caught its attention. Sometimes in combat I forget how to speak, because that requires focusing on two things at once, which I'm really bad at. Right now, Morris is thinking, what on earth is that abomination? Whatever it is, it had gold. And there's another. Better look at this one. Yeah, I recently installed a Falmer retexture mod, so I was also just taking a look at it in game for the first time when I did that. There's one over there. And I think he was running to me because he didn't hear Magnus yet. Because Falmer are blind. At least that's how I'm going to justify it, so I feel a little bit better about the fact that my summon was ignored again. For being blind, Falmer really do make for overpowered archers. In fact, I kind of hate the fact that Falmer do have archers anyway. I mean, sure, they're probably using echolocation to fire, but I really hate it. I hate archers in general, but Falmer archers just make no sense to me. And I'm dead. I didn't see that one sneak up on me, so that's my fault. Dodge your arrow. Just drain your magicka. That's so much nicer to be able to heal like that. I'm just gonna put you out of your misery. I say to an undead like it can feel. Lots of decommissioned automatons in there. Don't really see a point in opening it, it being an expert lock and thus out of my range. Probably just missing a few soul gems from those, which is fine. I've got quite a few. And that's a chorus. Get him, Magnus. I said get him. Don't come for me. Didn't want to finish off my skeleton. Run. Drain that magicka. And I'm dead. Oh well. I thought I was actually going to get away with that. I almost accidentally shot Magnus, which would have been a mistake. And I did accidentally shoot him that time. Thankfully, regular Chorus Venom doesn't seem as potent as Chorus Hunter Venom. I was just weaving side to side in case they wanted to shoot poison at me. Focus on the skeleton. As I accidentally shoot the skeleton. Let's top off the charge on this staff real quick. Okay, I already looted that chest. I think I just forgot that I did because that was a pretty eventful battle. Go scout ahead, Magnus. Watch them come for me first, regardless of the fact that I threw Magnus into the middle of the room. Ah, I was wrong. That's good. They killed him very quickly, though. All right. There's another chorus. Nope. Ah, that was the wrong time for a surge, and it was one that drained my magicka at that. See what I mean about wild magic being quite volatile? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's really bad. And that's why I love it. Drain your magicka so you can't shoot poison at me. Hey, I actually got a sneak attack on him. Alright. There's a key in there. And I don't know telekinesis. This is a very high level lock, but I want to get in there. Immediate breakage of the lockpick. That doesn't bode well. I actually don't have a ton of lockpicks. I might run out. I really might run out. Okay, maybe I won't. Fuck, where was it? I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, found it. And I got it. Okay. Whew. That was close. All right. And that's where I'm going to end this episode. In the next one, we will finish this dungeon. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.